guys, it's Mrs. Tritch, and today I have a question. Do you know the Muffin Man? Well, you will after you watch this video because I'm going to teach you how to play it on your soprano recorder. So, the Muffin Man song is pretty popular. You probably learned it when you were a little kid, or maybe when you were watching Shrek, you might have learned it. So, the song, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? You probably heard that before. So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to play it on our recorder. And the first thing we need to look at are what notes are in this song. So the notes in this song, you know most of them. The first one is B, which is one finger and your thumb on your recorder. And then A, two fingers and your thumb, always on your left hand on top, right? And then G, three fingers and your thumb on the top. It also uses E, which is two more fingers on your right hand, just adding those down, keeping your three fingers and your thumb on your left hand and two fingers on your right hand. And it uses low D, which we learned in the last set of songs. So low D, remember, is super soft. You have to just barely breathe into your recorder. It's really easy to squeak on low D because there's so many holes covered up and you have to breathe so softly. So there's lots of room for error if you breathe too hard, or if your fingers are just not quite all the way over those holes. It's a little bit hard to get all those covered up, but you can do it. With a little practice, I know you can. Now, this song has another note, a brand new one that you haven't learned before. The new note is called F sharp, and you can see it down on the bottom of your page where the fingering chart is. F sharp looks like F with a hashtag, and on the note on the staff has a hashtag before it, unless the hashtag, which by the way in music hashtags are called sharp signs, so I'm not going to call it a hashtag anymore. You just know it as a hashtag because that's what people know it as nowadays. So the sharp sign in music can be either at the very beginning of the song on the line with the letter name of F, or it can be right before the note. It usually won't be both places. So in this song, we have it in the very beginning in the key signature. We have the F sharp. So we know every F in our song is going to be sharp unless they tell us otherwise. So the F's in this song are F sharp. So the way you play an F sharp is take your fingers for G with three fingers and your thumb on your left hand, and then you're going to add two more fingers on your right hand, but it's not these two because that's E. You have to add your middle finger and your ring finger, and you leave your pointer finger out on this one. So that hole in the middle is uncovered. So when you play F sharp, it sounds like this. All right, that's all the sound you need to give it. If you blow too hard, again, it's going to sound bad. If you don't cover up the holes that are supposed to be covered, it'll probably sound wrong. But we want to make it sound right. So we want three fingers and a thumb on your left hand and two fingers, middle finger and ring finger, on your right hand. That's our F sharp. Now in this song, when you play the F sharp, you are always going to be going from G to F sharp. So you just have to be able to move those two fingers together every time you do it in this song, all right? And then after the F sharp, one of the times you go back to G, but the other time you go from F sharp to D, which is putting down your pointer finger, all right? So you have G, F sharp, D, and G, F sharp, G. So there's not very many times that you play that F sharp in this song, but just a couple. So let's practice going from G to F sharp and back to G. Let's try it. Ready? That's what that should sound like, all right? Try it one more time. Ready? G, then F sharp, then G. Okay, now let's try going from G to F sharp to D. G, F sharp, D. Let's try that one. Ready? Try it one more time. G, F sharp, D. Ready? Here we go. Okay, now when I played them all as quarter notes, or maybe even half notes because they were pretty long. They might have just been slow quarter notes. But in this song, you have eighth notes and quarter notes and half notes. And there's only one quarter note and one half note, and they're at the end of the lines. Everything else is eighth notes. So you just need to keep your steady beat. Now, just because it's eighth notes doesn't mean you have to go really fast. Eighth notes can be slow. They just each get a half a beat, and a quarter note gets one whole beat, and a half note gets two beats. So when you look at this song, you need to know that the first line is different than the second line, but only for half of it. The first half of the first line is exactly the same as the first half of the second line. So once you learn that first half of each line, you will have it. You only have to learn it once, and then you just play it at the beginning of both lines. The endings of the lines, the second two measures in each line, are different. All right? So this song, there's a lot of notes in a row. So instead of reading all the T, T's, and Ta's in the rhythm, let's read the letter names of the notes in rhythm. So let's just say the letter names starts on D, right? So let's just say that. Ready? D, G, G, A, B, G, 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 E, A, G, F sharp, D, 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 G, G, A, B, G, 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 A, G, F sharp, G. Now, that wasn't very fast. I'm trying to go a little slow. I don't think you need to play it fast. If you need to play it slower than I play it, that's okay. You play it at your speed. I don't mind. All right, so make sure that when you get started that you put your fingers all the way over all the holes, because this one starts on D. So you have to make sure you're ready to play that D. So practice the D first and get that out before you start playing. That way you'll know your fingers are all the way over the holes and you are ready to go. All right? So let's try it. Ready? Here we go. Did you hear me squeak? I squeaked on that first D on the second line, didn't I? That's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. And remember, I don't expect you to be perfect. I just want you to try your best. All right? Okay. Have a great week. Keep practicing your recorder. Bye.